Welcome back, guys, to another episode. This is episode 2, and today we're going to be training some glutes. I'm not going to bore you with any more introduction. We're just going to literally drive straight into it. I love to start off any kind of like glute workout with an activation. Recently, somebody massively humbled me with this exercise. I was one of those pricks that thought that's not going to do anything. I was very sorely mistaken. So all we're literally going to do is just do a hip thrust, but with no weight and on one leg. And I tell you now, you'll get to about 7, think you're fine, get to about 11, want to die, and we're going to do 15 on each. So we're going to warm up and do 2 to 3 sets, depending on how we feel, and then we'll crack on with the rest of the workout. That's so painful, honestly. It's one of those like exercises, like I said, I used to be one of those pricks that used to look at people and judge them for like certain exercises. Like definitely top 5 movements that I've been most humbled by. I just feel it so much in, especially the lower glute, upper hamstring. It's great obviously just to activate them and get them working. We're doing 15 reps on each leg, 2 to 3 sets. With this, we're probably going to go up to like 5 or 6 plates. I like to work it so we do 8 with our back against the pad and then 8 leaning forward. I just feel it a lot more by doing it that way, and I also can get more reps out of it, so I can like exhaust my glutes a lot more. We're going to put it on 3 plates, 4 plates, 5 plates. We're going to just work up with doing the back against the pad for like the first 2 or 3 sets. We don't tire ourselves out. And on this one, I usually like going for a little bit of weight, a lot of weight, but not a crazy amount so that I can't get like the reps. I would say like, for me, I usually do 8 reps seated back against the pad and then 8 reps leaning forward. If it feels too easy, then I will go for more reps or I'll put the weight up, either one. Just not kidding yourself when you do it. Like if it's not heavy enough, make it heavier. If you've not done enough reps, do more reps. You get the drill. We're going to go for 5 plates. We just jumped from 2 to 4. We're going to go for 5, 8 back, 8 forward. If that's easy, we'll add maybe a 10. We'll see. I don't want to lose the connection and just go for weight. I still really engage with this exercise, and it's a really nice exercise to really feel the glutes in. So we don't want to go too heavy. We might get an extra 10 on there maybe. Right, technically top set, but we're going to do quite a lot of work from this point onwards. This is like the starting point. How like sufficient leg muscle fits in here, because this is literally, look at that, you're not going anywhere with that. So it's probably why the guys don't use this machine. That was good. I think I gauged it perfectly. Gonna just do 1 more set of that, and then for all of you lovely bodybuilders that hate volume, we're basically just gonna work our way down. So we're gonna take up a plate, do it again, take up a plate, do it again, because no one can tell me what to do. That's what we're gonna do. It kills you, but it's really good. And feeling the burn is obviously the most fun part about it. So gonna hit that top set again and then just work our way down this massive amount of weight. Oh my God, I can't count. That's 6 plates.
How many did you want?
5? No, that means you've got another set to do because we're going down to 2. This is what I mean, guys. I told you in the last video I couldn't count. Like, oh well. Looks like I completely fucked that up, didn't I? I was like, oh yeah, 5 is perfect. Show off my new pink hair. But I feel like I've got like a woolly mammoth wrapped around my neck right now. So we're gonna go from a strong 7.5 to about a 5 in a minute when I tie it on the top of my head, because I love you guys, but I don't think I can manage. That will be the real win today if I actually get through this session with my hair down, or even on my head. That might be coming out. I slow them down obviously because I'm more controlled. So just try and hold for maybe 1 second, 1.5. Who's counting 1.5? 1 or 2 seconds. And then just slower on the eccentric as they get lighter. To be fair, I didn't know I actually did 6 plates. I felt all right, but must have been that extra hour nap I had today. We're gonna do probably 3 plates because 4 didn't feel massively hard. We'll end on 3, then we'll have done 5 sets in total, and then we're on to my favorite exercise in the entire world. One of the most important things for me, like I said, I'm not gonna bore you with like any science, but getting a bench that is low enough is really important. Like, you're gonna end up bending your back, hurting your back, just feeling like the whole setup is wrong. So hopefully you do have a bench that is low enough, or if not, like, you can use the blocks, which are kind of like the padded blocks, which I do the free weight hip thrusts on, but just making sure that it's low enough so that when you're hitting that parallel, you are actually parallel and you're not like this. So it doesn't matter massively, but it does make a difference. This glute thing is definitely made for tiny people. We're gonna have to use one of the broken ones, I think. Like you have a separate entity walking behind you after these. So this is finally gonna come out right, guys. I've tried to tell so many people about this specific superset. We're gonna do 10 reps. We're then gonna sit down. We're gonna do 10 abductors with the band around our legs. Yes, you do need a band for this specific superset. You're then gonna go straight back up, do 10 more reps. Drop yourself down, 10 more abductors, straight back up, 10 reps. You see where I'm going with this, okay? It's 3 sets equals 3 rotations equals 1 set. We're gonna try it on 4 plates today because why the fuck not? Yeah, and my lovely cameraman here is definitely gonna zoom in and get some really nice facial expressions, because this is by far the most difficult exercise I do in terms of just pain. was a time where I would do like 8 sets of that. When I came away from figure, which is the category I won my pro card in, I did not train glutes. Didn't have a single glute day. I think maybe once a week I might have hit hip thrust, pathetically. But I got away with it because obviously I deadlifted and I straight-legged deadlifted and I RDL'd, so my glute ham tie-in was fucking sharp. And in figure, yes, you do need glutes, but I won my pro card in like 2019, 2020. Don't get me wrong, I look fucking sick, but it's a lot more competitive now, so the girls in figure now do need glutes. But I didn't train them, and it wasn't until after I stepped away from competing in figure and wellness is like just coming into play. I was like, that's what I want, and I've got a long fucking way to go. So like when I say I've been hitting lower 5 times a week, it's not a lie. I've not been training upper whatsoever. It's still too fucking big, but if that's my feedback, smaller upper, bigger lower, I'm like kind of going in to meet that. But yeah, just smashing the glutes and fingers fucking crossed underneath this fat. We've grown a little bit. I hope they can't hear that. Can they hear that? Okay, he'll sort it. If this is my video, you would just only be able to hear that. So we're gonna do some glute kickback variations. I know loads of people fucking hate glute kickbacks, and to be honest, I have a love-hate relationship with them, but with my glute day, obviously a lot of people will have glute and hamstring focus days. You know, for a wellness athlete, it's very popular to do like good mornings or RDLs. I will one day, maybe when I'm a bit leaner, show you the size of my erectors and explain to you why I can't do that. So we are quite limited to kind of what we do for glutes. I do love throwing these in at the end. We obviously just worked them very hard, spent the best part of like 35, 40 minutes doing hip thrusts. So we're now gonna do 2 variations thrown into like a superset. And after this, we're gonna do a little bit of hamstrings. So yeah, we're just gonna start off nice and light, make sure that our form's really good on these. I like getting a nice stretch as well. And we're gonna do the glute kickback where we bend the knee and extend, and then one where we just completely keep our legs straight. 8 reps followed by 8 reps. I get some people, like, again, who haven't watched the videos, tell me, oh, it's better to do it without holding on, it's better to do this way. Everyone, I also, again, used to be that prick who would look at people in the gym and be like, oh, they're doing it wrong. Why are they doing it like that? 8 times out of 10, people are doing an exercise a certain way because they have an injury or they're preventing trying to activate something else. It's the same with shoulders. I look like I train shoulders wrong when I do train them because I'm very trap dominant. So the way I train my shoulders is done that way because if I do it normally, my traps grow like a motherfucker and my shoulders are tiny. It's the same with this movement. The reason why I'm holding on is to take the pressure off my erectors and my posterior chain and just focus on the hamstring. So to everyone telling me, let go, do it with that, like, I understand that would be better on the whole, but for how I'm doing it, and if you want to just target your hamstrings and not your back, holding on takes that stabilization out and you can just focus on your hamstrings. So we're going to do 12 reps on each leg. Just don't tell my coach. Balance, guys. One of the main reasons why I don't do macros is because I'm a fucking bellend, and I will find a way to fit a Big Mac and fries into my macros. So I'm actually very good within reason, but a little bit of something a day keeps the pounds away. I just spat. That's how excited I am. I have these post-workout. One has 189 calories in. I fit it into my macros. I've taken away some of my carbs from all of my meals. I've taken away like 15 grams of potatoes, so I can account for this. If you want to win a pro show, probably not wise. If you want to live your life, just pop it in your bag and just be done with it. So we've got some meals, so funny. I just got asked if these were the rest of my meals for today. There's like 4 full meals in here. Very boring, chicken, potato. I've got some salad here, and I also do have my greens. I'm not that great at my greens, so I do take a Train by JP greens powder. I just like to eat the nice stuff, but I do get some of it in. And we've got meals for today. We've got 2 meals from here for today, 2 meals for tomorrow, and then we'll be training again tomorrow, so I'll get fresh meals for then. So these are gonna go in my new bag. I am pretty psyched at the minute that this bag is currently matching my hair. It looks amazing if I do say so myself. But yeah, these are just gonna go inside this bag. They do actually very, very nicely give you 3 full Tupperwares to put in it, but gonna replace these and put those in there. And yeah, that is literally the end of this video. My glute sessions, they're exciting, but they're not as exciting as my quad days. I have less in them because I just spend a lot more time on each exercise, really feeling with it, really connecting with it. And like I said in my previous video, we train lower 5 days a week, so there really is absolutely no need to be pushing yourself to the absolute breaking point and hindering recovery. So our session was around 1 hour and 40 minutes again. I seem to be smashing the 1 hour and 40 minutes. And we're gonna have a meal now. I'm gonna get them to put some mayonnaise on it because, I mean, you would have to be psycho to eat it like that. Light mayonnaise, guys, okay, light mayonnaise. And some salt, gonna eat this, and then I'm gonna go home and probably have a nap, to be honest.